Hello, it's me, Fdisk. We've already got round 2 games that have finished, so let's take a look. But before we get started, I want to remind everybody about the Makerspace Open Map Jam. You can submit applications to the Makerspace Open Map Jam at a Google form link that I'll post below. There's no mapping experience necessary to enter. I'll take the applicants and I'll select 5 of them to participate. When it says invite only, that's what it means. Is that not everybody who applies gets to play in Map Jam. It means that I'm inviting the people that do from the people that submit applications. So, with that, we'll get into this game. Darkest Hour, that's the round 2 map, right? So we've got playing as Amber Blaze, StarFlash250 as Sasha, and as Purple Lightning, LiterallyWho, playing as Kindle. It's an interesting, maybe bold take to choose Kindle on a tier 1 format, but you know, there are good cities to fight over. Like, that makes a lot of sense, and yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that. I think that calling out the Sasha with Kindle is a lot better than calling out Hawk or Von Bolt, but we'll see how this goes. This, I think, is the first choice that players make. StarFlash went for this outside cap here, rather than going towards the opponent comm tower, so that's kind of a signal. LiterallyWho also using that route. I'm not sure if it's a better capture route necessarily. I guess it's a little bit better because it puts you in range of these 2 cities. But going towards you're going towards the comm tower is also like a sensible play, I think. So there's that. Both players did it. Alright, let's take a look here. This is still mostly mirrored. StarFlash wanted to contest these properties more than LiterallyWho, who is going towards these relatively safer cities. You'd think with Kindle you'd want to fight over something like this. Might be like a weird day 1, day 2 kind of thing that's just not quite as comfortable. This is really brave of StarFlash to just start shooting at Kindle infantry on cities. It's not something that I would have thought to do, but you know, StarFlash is a good player, so I won't doubt it too much. There's nothing that can back this up, like, at all. And the StarFlash infantry's got plenty of things on its side. LiterallyWho going for the comm tower steal. StarFlash is ready to respond, that's good. Look at that, it's a 6 HP infantry attacking a 6 HP infantry, and it does 5 damage, and the return fire does none. That's nuts. But that's also, I mean, this is, I suppose, what StarFlash wanted. It doesn't really care about this infantry being at 1, because he stopped the cap. This feels like it's a big deal, stopping the flow of units into this part of the map. you really limit how useful these side bases can be if you can control this little peninsula up here and the peninsula down here. I'd say that StarFlash is in control of both of them at the moment. That's a good attack that he found here. LiterallyWho found a really interesting attack. Stops the cap. So takes 1 infantry, shoots at the 8 HP. Then he moves the 5 HP infantry that was capping to attack. And then he gets this city to forest attack onto this tank, which is really, really good. But unless he can build another tank here this turn, I don't know if it'll pay off. Since if he is able to build another tank this turn, this tank is still going to be able to block this square. It's going to be a real issue. Might have just been a little bit too hasty on that. Okay. Alright, so StarFlash not wanting to commit with this tank here. He didn't even move that, did he? No, I'm not crazy. He just didn't move this tank at all. It's kind of weird. I'm sure that this isn't like a good fight. Yeah, this doesn't really feel very good. So the question is, where does LiterallyWho find a way to gain something out of this arrangement? Did he move that? Yeah, he moved that 3 squares. Okay. He has like 1 more unit over here to block for this. That's what it feels like. How far could this tank have moved? Okay, so you can't threaten this recon, really. Unless you wanted to kill. Yeah, that wouldn't have been worth it. I'm not really sure that that was worth it either, though. Like, couldn't he just hit the tank with the 6 HP tank? That would still be... Yeah, you know, this is still like a good trade. I don't know. And have this tank do something different. I don't know. I talked about these peninsulas, and it looks like LiterallyWho is getting control of the bottom left one. Here's market crashed. When did we get off of this? That's a big hit. And this recon was able to protect the copter here. That's a big deal. Oh gosh, this hurts. There's no way. There's no way to get into this copter. This anti-air is just gonna look at itself. It can't do anything. That feels awful. There's so many units on this right side now. It just doesn't feel like literally who is going to be able to fight out. Big difference between these two strategies is that StarFlash has built battle copters and literally who hasn't. I'm not sure that battle copters would have, well, no, I think that battle copters would have helped literally because there's nothing, forcing some sort of response in this area would be pretty significant. You know, literally who hasn't really been able to do it. There's just this big wall of stuff that literally who isn't going to be able to fight into. I don't know about that. Is that really the most that he could have gotten out of this? He could have killed the tank. Wouldn't that have been better? Why kill the recon? Does the medium tank not... Medium tank absolutely destroys that tank. Why not kill the tank? There's something I don't see. Maybe the ability to fly up and attack the new tank. And it feels like if he wanted to do that, he'd just move this infantry like to this road. Doesn't feel like this road square is that important for StarFlash. And yeah, I mean, for that matter, these tanks are the same basically. The double surround here. Neither of these medium tanks can move. Thinking about it, you want to know what? It would have been so much of a better play if literally who had moved this medium tank to the plains so that there's like an actual wall rather than like a faux wall. This diagonal is not as strong defensively as the wall here. Wall could have killed this. Would have made this double surround a lot less intimidating because you couldn't have gotten all of these hits onto the medium tank. This could have maybe fought out of the wall. I'm not sure if that would have changed anything in the long run, but I think that was considerable error. Okay, so he gets out somehow. Third medium tank in that area. I don't know how much that'll matter with this artillery in range of both of these. There's just so much control. StarFlash has so many units in that area. Literally who wants to go in on this side, but he can't really. There's not enough space. He would have had to gone like around onto these shoals if he wanted to flood this base. And StarFlash gets the medium tank. So, taking a page out of literally who's book on base defense. I had to attack with the one on the base that's giving it up. And it's in range of both of these artilleries. There's no way that it can survive. And yeah, literally who's decided to tap out. I respect that. It was an interesting Kindle pick. Feels like just maybe some like a lack of confidence or insecurities about what to do in the early part of the game. I think that committing way too hard on this right side when it was lost. Building 3 medium tanks in a row was really rough. So it's like turn 9, 10, and 11 that they were built. 10, 11, and 12. Okay, that's something like that. Yeah, it was probably built on turn 9, 10, and 11. It's built on one, yeah. So that's like a real issue that there just wasn't quite enough for, like, if he had one of those medium tanks in one of these bases, he probably could have come down here and messed these guys up really bad. Maybe didn't recognize the fact that he needed to take a higher road past these two cities to flood the center base of StarFlash. No air support. I don't know. This is a really strange map. I think that both of these guys did a pretty good job of getting something that looked pretty workable and decent out of it. So, I'm happy. Yeah, that's about it. There might be one or two other... I know that there's 2 other games that have already finished. I might be taking a look at least one of them pretty soon. Count Bay and Sif, I know, was a game that a lot of people enjoyed watching when it was live-ish. So, I'll do that. I joined Count Bay's High Funds Fog League to get me completely out of my element. I'll have no idea what I'm doing in there. I'm accepting 1 league game at a time. I'm happy to play with anyone on any of the map jam maps that they're trying to create. If you guys need somebody to test your map jam maps with you, feel free to invite me to a game on them. Curious to see what people come up with. I'm really looking forward to it. Please join map jam. I said it enough times, but I'm serious. Do it. Melty Blood stuff eventually, you know, people getting used to the game. I don't want to blow anybody up for doing something that I think is kind of gimmicky or whatever, so I'll wait. I'll wait, but it is coming. With all that said, thanks for watching. Good luck.